Alright, so we need to make a 1 in 4th chance of dropping an ammo, which I forgot how you do that already. And it's been ages since I tried to make a spawn item. Because if you go to one of the old code worm, I copy and paste the vanilla coding for dropping center loot, which is basically the same thing as the mechanical worm, but right now I need to figure out how to spawn it properly. Because remember, this modify shoot stats. Anyways, usually it would be on the modify shoot. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Actually, never mind. I found the source code anyway. Alright, so this would be the 75% of being true but false, and that is the wrong way of making it. There you go. I forgot I forgot that hook already. Anyways, I need to modify the stats of it. Here it is. I'm in the description. Might change that, and the next thing is changing the projectile of the thing. Shoot. The next thing is velocity. We would be having a new velocity, which is our inaccuracy. So main and next float. This one is gonna be randomized from min to max. Of course, with an exclusive of max. I think that's what it says last time. 0.25 inaccuracy. Yeah, inclusive or exclusive, sorry. So meaning this 0.25 will never be a 0.25, it'll be something lower than that, but basically that's the max value. But the negative 0.25 will always be reaching negative 0.25. Alright, right now it is very accurate, which is not great, because that is not what I want to make. Alright, let's see what's wrong with that random code then. Also, I need to make this change height. Where is it? Math dot. Nope. Main dot rand. That's the random. Next float. 0.5f. Negative. Admin and 0.5f. Basically, this is not going above 0.5, but it's most likely around 0.4. If you know C#. Next up is, so instead of using this, we're gonna actually do something in here. Projectile dot new projectile. So instead, we're not relying on that thing anymore. We're not relying on the vanilla anymore, but we're relying on our new projectile spawn instead of the vanilla's projectile spawning. Next is basically the same thing. We're just copying and pasting the whole entirety of this. Velocity, the type, whatever it needs, damage, knockback. Now the owner is gonna be more important. Usually owner would be important if you're actually using a player. But if you're not using a player, like this one, then it's relying on the NPC, which is -1 by always. Of course, if you're wondering what the heck is who am I, that's usually the player's ID, which is specifically on this main.player, and that contains the array of players. But that's useful if you're doing multiplayer, which if you know that you actually need to add that if command. So let me add that real quick. I might be asking, why not multiplayer client? That's because that is the client itself, which you might have guessed, it does not work well if you're in a multiplayer server. That's why it's really required if you're having that specific function. Otherwise, oh wait. And net mode means whatever your computer is on, or that is guess more likely on what net you're on. It consists of 0, 1, and 2. 1 is multiplayer client, 2 is for the server, and 0 is for single player. Which, of course, single player you really don't have to put that multiplayer client on. But for multiplayer sake, you have to add this every time you're trying to make a new projectile. And that's, of course, if it's NPC. But usually you would also want to do this the same thing for player, but I'll just put it there. You can add it if you want, but I just added it for multiplayer sake. Because usually this has to return a false. So by default it returns true, if you're wondering, but false to prevent it from vanilla using it. So that's why we have false in here for our hookup. and it is a very inaccurate bullet. Well, any kind of bullet. Holy. Sick. No, I want this. No, I want this somewhat of a endgame weapon. It has a common problem. Cause this is like more of an endgame weapon. Of course, I have a plasma bullet. Let me get a phone real quick. I wonder how much DPS it makes. 200, and this one somewhere in 200. I got close. Yeah, 200 per. This one's more like an average of 150, but sometimes spikes to 200. Alright. Because the Mega Shark is already with souls, so really don't have anything. Yeah, cause if you go close, it's like almost spiked around 250 to almost 300. 300, damn. Alright, how fast can I kill a boss real quick? If I can close the goddamn thing, that's for sure. Hey. Somewhere in 200. Alright, let's see how long it takes for a Mega Shark. The problem is that you can't really make a gun faster because of its iframes that you're seeing here. So basically we're already at the limit of the iframes. Alright, a bit quicker, but yeah, because if you use this, you'll notice that we're already hitting the iframe limit, so technically it's not really useful unless you're using something to crowd control the entirety of slimes, which is true. And also the Eye of Cthulhu is coming back at me because I forgot this world does not have a good save. Alright, let's see how fast can I take down with a Super Shark. Because I want to see how good it is in terms of progression on range. Technically there's not a good progression on range, but you know. But there is a good progression of Mighty Sickle though. Which is kind of funny because you really need the literal sickle itself. Alright. So if you're wondering modification is that it's Pico. If you don't know Pico, then it basically means it's too small. But I added it because it's funny, but it literally doesn't no damage at all. I mean, it's good for fast damage for DPS, but damn, bro, it literally decreases a lot of your damage so quickly. Alright, when still, I have Kazoo coming back in. Anyways, what's my next idea for this new bar? Now, I do have a Pacific accessory, Voodoo Soul. If you don't know Minecraft, it's basically what it does. It gives you an extra life. Once you die, you get a second chance. Ooh. Anyway. Okay. Red fish. I need to modify that because you can easily kill it before it can't even summon its own self. Bunninator. This is based on the, I forgot what that game was called, but you might recognize that weapon if you played it before. Horno Plenty is based on the 1.3 mobile content or console content, whichever you're on. By the envelope, I actually implemented the unimplemented. And then we got the face disc ejector. I wish you can see that, but let me turn it into morning. That is not morning. Let me turn it into morning. That is face disc ejector. Another unimplemented weapon, but I added it because it fits the vibe. I redesigned the barrel itself because it looks kind of weird on the original design. Actually, speaking of which, I think you can get the unobtainable in here. Yep, here's the original design if you guys are wondering, and here's my redesign. It's slightly more of a darker tone. If you look at it close, yeah. If I can put it placed next to each other, you'll notice that one of them is slightly darker tone. This one is like a lighter tone. Now you might be asking why I added it. Yeah, I mean, it looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. And it also fits the vibe for completing the Martian invasion kind of loot bag. I also added the phase ducks, which is basically like an air mine. It's pretty cool actually. Of course the animation looks kinda horrendous, but you know. Anyway, let's see, what can I add? Oh yeah, mysterious package. It's the Amazon delivery, which I replaced it entirely with just happy face instead. It literally just drops whatever item you need. Alright, I think I gotta make another idea. I mean, we have Voodoo Salt for second chance, but I might make another one for permanent. The other thing is mana. Nope, this tMod. What am I doing? We have mana flower, which is 2. But what about, what rose do we have? On jungle rose, obsidian rose. How do you make the mana flower actually? Need nature's gift. Okay, I think we can replace that. We might have an idea for healing potion. So this one, usually it automatically uses the mana potion if you run out of mana. But what about the health? Of course, except we gonna get pushed sickness every now and then like this. It's kinda annoying. I think I got an idea then. Mana flower, but instead of mana flower, it's the health potion. Ooh. Now I gotta find a person real quick. Intermission real quick. Alright, now I got a mana flower. You guessed it. If I can save an exit. Alright. Now let's add that mana flower. Where is my accessory? Alright. I got this guy now. Let's make this help function real quick. Can I zoom in? Oops. Alright, again. I'll need my help function. Where is the health function in there? Health function. Healing function. There it is. I need the other one called greater healing function. Then finally the other one called the what the heck is called? The weapons. A flame flower. I already forgot what it's called. Flower of fire. There it is. It's basically like a mixture of both of them, since technically it is. Now the size of it should be the same. Yep. Okay, or make it golden. Alright, to make these, I need to change its canvas size to 44. So we're gonna copy and paste this entirely, which looks weird. Alright, we do have a conflicting action now. Actually, yeah, it is conflicting. Ooh, but can't read this, but I have to copy the entirety of it and paste it here. Not like that though. Option. Paste. What the heck is paste? Load palette, it says load palette itself. No, I could just do that, I guess. And place it in here. Alright, so I need to make a new layer. Oh, it gets cut off pretty bad. It's like a little slowed by 1 pixel. Okay, it gets very cut off there. Alright, now we got that one. And the next step is making the flower, which I need you. And I need to copy this and paste it on here. Not there. On here. Okay, I guess we're gonna paste it here, I guess. Alright. I guess I have to copy it for sake of the color correction. Oh. Oh. And the lighter. Dang it. And then 180, slightly lighter one. And find a lighter and lighter. Boom. Look at that. Very epic. Alright, now we have a mana flower, but now in healing potion. Oh, now we export this as a greater healing potion. Should be in here. Yep. Finally, we put it in here. Let's have mana flower. We got healing flower. Basically the opposite of mana entirely. Now we need to let's see here, the accessory. We make the accessory real quick. Accessory healing flower. We'll accept default. That's the size. That should be in there. 20 by 44. This is the rarity of the mana flower. Like that. Like that. 1 gold, and I need to use terraria itself. And now we need to make its crafting recipe. Public override, add recipe, create recipe 1, then add recipe ingredient, something like that. Then I have to do the wrong way around. And finally add tile, not anvils, tinker's workshop, workbench. And finally we register that specific recipe. Flower of fire, and of course the healing potion. Yep. Next is update accessory. So this is where we add that specific recipe, accessory. We already have the player, so what we do is if the player is at stat level division of, or should we divide by? Because if it's by 2, it's only half of the health. If we divide by 5, it's almost 80. Let's say around like, because usually your stat life gets drained pretty fast before you even get healed. So I want to do something like 10, so it would be 10% of your health. So it would be like this, 10% of your health. Yep, 40. Next up is trying to make that happen. To use the health function, we need something out of that thing. So not like that though. Player inventory. Or the inventory, sorry. The links. Now we need to minus that length by 1. Next up is getting that specific item from that inventory entirely. Of course, if instead of the type we're looking at is, what's it called, heal life. Yep, that one. Greater than that, but we're gonna use the highest of it. So if the high heal equals item heal, now instead it's gonna be that specific. So it will use the highest, whatever your highest healing potion is. Instead of using the lowest, it will use the highest of your healing potion. Then after that, we make that a heal effect. Actually, no, we need to wait for everything to be loaded. Then after that, we need to use the heal. Not in the for loop, because that would set set it to 0 every time it goes back with the checklist. Next up is finally make the high heal. We add it to here, heal effect. It only spawn, so heal effect is just only spawns the text itself. Okay. Alright, so we're not gonna use the life for that then. We need to heal by this specific amount. And finally, we need to also get the item, the high heal item, because we need to decrease that stack by 1. I don't know why I put the not symbol there. So it checks if there's high heal and the item isn't actually a null. Finally, we add that heal effect. Now the problem is that there is no pushing sickness. We're all relying on this specific command. Now there is a quick heal, I think. Yeah, so instead, what it does is basically uses the healing potion quickly, which adds the effect, but right now we kinda don't want that. The next up is adding a buff, and I forgot how to do that, so I'm gonna look at one of the code I already made, where there's plasma bullet dot add buff, dot add buff. The pushing sickness by, so this is based on ticks. That's basically 2 seconds, which just sucks. You need to make it a 60 or 1 minute long. Of course I can put it into 30 seconds, but I just wanted to make it slightly not overpowered. Then after that we need to use high heal item, then we finally remove that stack. If the high heal item is less than 0 or equal to 0, we just turn it to air, because basically you got no stack. Alright, we got that one done. Let's see if it works. If it don't, then I sincerely, sadly not work anymore. Alright, once we start that terraria, it should auto fill up the English thing. Of course when it loads, not when it is still starting up. Alright. I like that, kind of good now. Alright, now we need, where is it? There is healing flower. We need a potion real quick. So this one, it has infinite, so we can just use that, or we can use the super healing, which is gonna be used anyway. Now we need to disable that and spawn a boss real quick. I have adrenaline, I forgot about that. I might remove that though. Alright, I have 20. I have to, can it not? Oh god damn it. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so it does not work. Dang. Alright, before I leave off the thing, let's update the potion real quick. Healing flower. No, you. So basically, use what is it called? Mana potion when needed. This one is healing potion when needed. Boom. But it seems like it doesn't work. God damn it. I wonder why actually. Oh, let me read this. From 0 to 9 that's normal inventory, 10 to 49 that's the rest of the main inventory, 50 to 53 is the... Oh god damn it, it uses a lot of the equipment, never mind. I need to use the 49. Whoopsie. I was wondering why it was checking a lot of things all at once. I heal. Alright, let's try that again. Oh well, it just saves the healing flower. Alright, let's rebuild it real quick. And then... Oh, that was a lag. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, nothing's happening with the potion itself, which sucks. I mean, I do have like 2 healing potions, so it should be fine, but it seems like it doesn't. Oh boy. Alright, let me see if it can make the text work. Hi, yo. If it don't print, then there is something wrong with the thing. Oh. Oh. It is true. Alright. I guess we found our bug then. I mean, you've probably seen it, but I didn't. Alright. Thank you. Hey. Nice. Nice, that works. Cool. Alright, nice. That works. Let's go. Next is potion delay. Need to make this proper. Then we play a sound at the position of the player. Epic. Let's see if we can actually. Okay, now that is kind of a worse weapon to use for. Oh, I just instantly used that potion. Alright. Ah, sick. It is a useful equipment, but not really a powerful one. But technically a useful one. Alright, nice. Now if I use it, it usually has a 35-second cooldown. Of course you can't drink it again because it is tied to the potion delay, which is not the same as the potion. So I have to manually mirror it. Like this. Not like that. So to fix it, I have to manually set it like that. So it's 35 seconds. What if I do this? 35 seconds. Okay. So it is a constant 35. But now you have to manually reset it because if you're wondering, the potion delay is actually separate entirely from the potion sickness. I'll just put 40 because I don't want this thing to be powerful, you know. Nice. Now I need to make that. Clear the person delay. And less than equals 0 in case if it ever did go down to the wrong side. And of course, as got them as both ID of person displays. Nice.
Parkiran sama parkiran waktu
Baga.
sana sih dining set sampai kayak dining set apa.
Damn, bro. I don't know how fast this would actually do damage. I mean, with the right bullet, it really does do something, eh? Now, how much damage would it be? God damn, okay. I take that back, holy. With the right ammo, you do a lot of damage. Oh, hell no. Bro, it does so much damage if you have the right ammo. Venom bullet. Hell no. How fast can I kill Moon Lord? Of course, with my healing potion automatic. Hey! Oh, I already used a super healing. Oh. I mean, yeah, the automatic killing really doesn't help you much, but it does gives you a bunch more time before you actually lose all your health, if you do have the right health potion, of course. Alright, that's my coding for today. I'll end the stream here, and I'll see you guys on the other stream. Alright, I should do that, but still, I'll see you guys on the other stream on Twitch or YouTube, whatever. But I'll be on Twitch for the Calamity series, and I'll see you guys there. All right, bye bye.